Ba-da-da, da, 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 da. Ba-da-da, da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Hey, hey! Happy Friday! Star Wars Story back from the dead. How are you doing, folks? Or have you had a blessed week, or has it been hell? We got AG as our first commenter. AG all the way from overseas. Now, hang on. I always get this mixed up. Where are you from, AG? I want to say Japan? AG from Japan? Is that correct? Correctamundo? I believe it is. Anyway, good to see you, buddy. Hello there, the I don't even know. That's a great name. It's a long name, but it's a great name. The I don't even know, man. Oh yeah, let me do what I usually do. I'm gonna test the audio levels. Oh, sorry then, it's China. It's China, my bad. It's China. Oh, it is Japan! Oh, it's not Japan. I'm sorry. It's because I mean this. Oh god, this is it's gonna sound racist as hell. But the lettering, I get the I don't know if you call it whatever the name of your font is. Because man, I get the calligraphy mixed up. I need to turn up the music. Yeah, I'm so sorry, man. Every time, just look. I just think. Yeah. It's a good thing you know me by now. And there's nothing malicious in me. I'm not a racist, I'm a dumbass. There's a huge difference. Junior! Vader Junior, good to see you, my friend. What did you miss? Well, you missed me once again getting AG's place of origin mixed up because I'm a piece of shit YouTuber looking to get cancelled, and apparently I can't tell the difference between Chinese and Japanese. So, yeah, it's this is not a family-friendly live stream. But I hope you're doing okay. You know what you guys are listening to at the moment? You're listening to Swamp Jazz. That's what it's called, Swamp Jazz. But though, for those of you that don't know, AG and Vader Jr. are both dear friends of mine. So yeah, every week I say to AG, where are you from? And he reminds me, and then a week later I forget. I'm a very forgetful person. It's not on purpose. I don't know. Undiagnosed ADHD. Hey, speaking of Vader Jr., I got a question for you, Vader Jr. I put on the community tab. I put that I got an autograph from Anthony Daniels, C-3PO, and you made a comment saying that it must have cost me an arm and a leg. And I'm wondering, is this a pun on the fact that he's a protocol droid that throughout the saga has lost an arm and a leg? Or are you making a joke on the fact that I got a very good price on the autograph, which I'm not supposed to talk about? Which one was it, you cheeky bastard? Have I seen the Rebel Moon trailer that came out a few weeks ago? No, I haven't. Let me have a look. Rebel Rebel Moon trailer. What is this? I mean, when I think Rebel, I think Star Wars, but wow. Is this based on anything, or is this like just a brand new concept? Oh, that's Sir Anthony Hopkins. I recognise that voice. He's a fellow Welshie. Like me, he's Welsh. This looks cool. Yeah, there's always a delay, my friend. Whenever I do a live stream, like, it takes about 30 seconds. There's like a 30-second delay. But hey, this Rebel Moon trailer looks sick. You know what? I think Zack Snyder should be given a Star Wars project. Can you imagine this as a Disney Plus series? Like Andor Season 3 or something? It looks cool, man. It is, okay, so Zack Snyder wrote a Star Wars script and tried to sell it to Lucasfilm, but they rejected it. He made it anyway, so it looks like Star Wars anyway. That's fair enough. You know, Disney's loss. Disney's loss if they don't want to pick it up. But I've heard different things, man. Like I've heard Okay, so Zack Snyder wrote a. Why does the music not coming through? Oh, there you go. I'm just gonna have to keep the music at this level. Um, there was someone wanted to write a horror Hoth film where like they're trapped on Hoth and there's a bunch of Wampers gone wild, you know, um, and it looks cool. It's yeah. So a lot of directors want to put their own spin on Star Wars, and I'm yeah, I look forward to it badly, baby. Let me see. Um, why is the volume really low? Is that correct? What do I say every time, guys? It's not a Star Wars story live stream unless something goes wrong. I think the volume's fine on my phone. I don't know. Yeah. What the? Well, listen. Listen, guys. The volume. According to my phone, the volume is how I want it. So I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to just leave it as this. Turn the music down a bit. But anyway, how about that? Everyone happy? Well, there you go. It's gonna have to be this way. So no one told you life was gonna be this way. There goes a FAP sound effect. I don't know. Anyway, what is going on? Maybe I should show my face for once. Maybe that would boost the ratings. You know, maybe I should start showing my face. I'll have to make like a custom mask. Ooh, Domino's could open a pizza outlet in North Wales, which is my hometown. In my hometown, in Anglesey. Oh, that's not particularly thing. Oh, there's a tornado in Anglesey. But anyway, yeah, the micro series, man. I'm going to talk about the micro series for a bit. The micro series has got so a few directions I've had to go with. Here we go. Our first micro series question. Excellent. Luzot T131. Should change your name to what's it? Cell block one. What's the cell block called? What's FN2187? Is that the name of the cell block? I don't know. Anyway. Hello, Crimson. Lazot T131 asks, how much is left from Clone Wars 2003? He is referring to the microseries canon edit, what this channel strives to complete. It's got a long way to go, but every day I'm finding new people to work on different things. So I'm hoping to get it completed in the next couple of years. Money's the biggest issue, but every day we strive for we strive to get it closer to completion. The good news is I think a couple of years ago, when I started working on this thing, I think the possibilities were endless of what we were going to do with the story, and as time has progressed and as more things have come out, I've kept changing things, and I've wanted to add things or take away things, or like some canon material has just been dropped. So it's like I didn't know what I was going to add, and like because it was like fluid, and I because like new concepts kept coming in, it was just getting more complicated. But I feel like I feel like things are finally slowing down, and I think things towards the Clone Wars era are finally coming to a standstill. I think Lucasfilm is finally sort of focusing towards the Bad Batch Imperial era, and because of this, it's like I've finally been given the full picture of what happened and what I should incorporate and what I should leave. So that's really helped. That's helped sort of speed things along. I kind of like. I kind of now. So within the next couple of years is hopefully the that's the hypothetical target. Within the by 2025, I'm hoping it'll be done. I'm hoping it'll be complete. Because I think when I started, I was waiting on a lot of things before moving forward. I didn't want to. I didn't want to, for instance, hire this animator for a Volume 1 animation until Tales of the Jedi dropped. And I didn't want to. I didn't want to do. I didn't want to work on a particular episode until the Brotherhood novel dropped. I had to know how things panned out in canon so that this series could fit in with canon. But now that everything, now that Tales of the Jedi's out, now that the Brotherhood book has dropped, now that these Clone Wars comics have sort of had their day, I think we're pretty much up to date. I think the only thing that might potentially change one or two things is the Ahsoka series, and even then, I'm not expecting anything new Clone Wars. Like I wouldn't be surprised if we saw like a Clone Wars flashback, but even then, I don't imagine that would interrupt too much. I think the Clone Wars flashback we see is that same hologram Ahsoka listens to in Rebels when Anakin's teaching her the saber stances. You know, it's like 1, 2, pivot, 3. So I think that is going to be the flashback. Like that training video, and we've already, funny enough, we've already begun trying to incorporate that in the micro series. So to answer your question, Lazut, within the next couple of years, hopefully, fingers crossed. But you know, all my money's going towards it. And Lazart's got a follow-up question. He says, does the Brotherhood novel change the project? So it has. It yeah. So honestly, it has, but not for the reasons you think. I'm not following. Um, I'm not following the Brotherhood book word for word. Give me one. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm not following the Brotherhood book page for page because a lot of these canon books have since been overwritten in the on-screen continuity. Um, so, for instance, the Ahsoka novel has been retconned by Tales of the Jedi, um, and therefore, to keep things simple, I think I think I've been more focused on screen canon than the actual entirety of Disney canon, and this helps smooth things over. Like, for instance, oh, I was going to say something then. Oh, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, for instance, like the Kanan the Kanan Jarrus comic book shows the original Order 66, but then the Bad Batch episode came along, and it's like, oh, this is his Order 66. It takes place at a different time of day, and now he's met the Bad Batch, and instead of the red clone troopers, it's the red clone troopers, and it's like, um, to keep things simple, yeah, I'm following on-screen continuity more than book continuity. Um, so I'm not following the Brotherhood book uh, to the letter, because if I do, it's really gonna jeopardize. It's really just gonna jeopardize things. But also, that book doesn't necessarily reflect canon anyway. Like Disney's already lost the plot with canon. You've got the Tales of the Jedi mini canon, which kind of retcons a few things, like Obi-Wan grows his mullet back, even though the Brotherhood book expresses that he's going to cut it off before Christophsis, which makes sense. Um, you've got Ahsoka wearing like her robes in, which is sort of like between season one and season two. It's like season 1.5. Um, so you got that, and then you've got like Kanan Jarrus and that dinosaur Jedi observing Ahsoka, even though it's later implied that Ahsoka meets Kanan in Rebels and meets a Jedi for the first time in their library. So again, it's like it's not really concrete. And now we've got the Ahsoka series where it kind of retcons what happens in Rebels, where like now, like Ahsoka in Rebels wears the white cloak with the big metallic pole, but now in Ahsoka, she's not, she doesn't have that. So it's kind of like, what is going on? So the canon's already going quite fluid, but I'm trying my best to keep it. Uh, so I think so. Has the Brotherhood novel impacted the micro series? It has, and this is how I've had to look at it. When I look at the Brotherhood novel, I look at it through the lens of what I can imagine Disney would use in animated or live screen appearances. I have to look at the book and think, what would Disney want to show on screen and what would they scrap? I think that's the best way to look at it from a narrative point of view. For instance, the Ahsoka novel talks about her being uh, working on a farm under the name of Ashla, right? That's a concept that they kept in Tales of the Jedi. But the things about her having green lightsabers against Maul, they scrapped that because it's barely mentioned in the Ahsoka novel. If memory serves, they barely talk about the Siege of Mandalore in that book. Therefore, that's up for scrap. But things in the Brotherhood novel, like Anakin, Anakin and Obi-Wan meeting Ventress on Cato I can imagine them keeping. I can't imagine them completely ignoring that. I can imagine them scrapping that. No, so I can imagine them keeping that. But things like things like Ki-Adi-Mundi facing off against Grievous before on Hypori before Christophsis. There's a comic book that implies it's after Christophsis. Again, it just sort of falls out of place. When did these things happen? So I don't even think Disney's kept track. I think even their canon stories and novelizations are beginning to get sort of discarded or retconned. So it's like, what? Where does that leave? Where does it leave this microseries canon thing? I think there are three continuities now. I really do. I think there were three canon continuities. Actually, four, begging your pardon. So one's the Legends continuity, where anything goes. You can have anything from the expanded universe and canon. I guess you can chalk that up to head canon. Then you got the Disney canon, where it's the first six movies. Sorry, the nine movies, the anthologies, and the spin-off TV shows and live action series. So like the on-screen canon, we'll call that. And then you've got the original Disney canon, where it was about the books that came out, the comics that came out. I think they quickly realized they couldn't keep up with everything. They couldn't dot those I's and cross those T's. So yeah, it's really it's tricky. Um, but yeah, so yeah, the Brotherhood novel had some interesting things, but again, I wasn't particularly that interested in it. Um, it did sort of establish new things that I did have to take into consideration with my microseries canon edit. So, for instance, Anakin Anakin and Obi-Wan meet Ventress on Caden Moria before they. That's the first time they met her, right? Which is annoying because Anakin meeting her on Yavin 4 is the better introduction. Um, so what I'm thinking with that is like, here's the thing, in the micro series there are some things in it that are far better than what we got in canon. So for instance, Anakin's knighting ceremony in canon, he doesn't get knighted alone because he defeated Ventress. It's quite the opposite. He hasn't met Ventress yet. He gets knighted because the Jedi desperately need knights for the war. So what I'm doing is, here's the thing. What I'm going to do is a lot of compromises in this canon edit. I'm gonna honor the canon and reference the legends, a bit of both. And here's the thing: there will be some changes I make that aren't as good as the original. I'm going to put that out there. There are going to be some changes that are more in keeping with canon than legends, and they will not be for the better. I'm sorry, but I got to say it. They're going to be to fit the current canon. And here's the thing: once my canon edit's done, I'll probably do um Junior. Good to see you, buddy. Give your girlfriend my regards. You're not supposed to have a girlfriend. Star Wars fans aren't supposed to have girlfriends. They're forbidden. Uh, take it easy. Um, yeah, there are going to be some canonized changes that aren't necessarily better than the Legends changes. Um, but um, but it's like, that's the point of a canon edit. It's like we're seeing a canonized version, a Disneyfied version of it for better or worse. But once all this canon stuff is done, once all this oh, hang on, real fast. If you want, can you lightly mention my community after you're done talking about? Oh yeah. I'm gonna quickly give this a shout out. So, Vader Junior has created a really cool community. It's like a YouTube channel and a Discord. I'm gonna share it actually. It's called the Star Wars Master Editors community, and it's like a Disney Plus um, for fan editors. So basically, if you want to see fan editors, like if you want to see other Star Wars fan editors, and you want to see you want them on demand. Vader Junior is like cataloging all these different people, so it's easy for like normal people to find. So give this a give this is like a streaming service for different fan editors. So check it out. It's in its infancy. It's like very early, but it's worth checking into. So yeah, follow that. Crimson Mole says, "Let's face it, people. This guy is talking about me. He's just taking your money and promising stuff that will never come. That you piece of shit." Crimson Mole is actually an executive producer for my fan edit, so he's just winding you up, you asshole. Uh, yeah. So listen, there gonna be some canon edits, strictly just to fit in what the current canon material. They may not be as good as the legend changes, but at least it's like faithful to a Disneyfied version. Once all my canon stuff is out there, if you, the audience, if you want, you can reinstate the Legends thing and make a nice sort of compromise. Or once my canon edit's done, I'm gonna make a kick-ass hybrid of the Legends, Clone Wars, and my canon changes, and that way you get the best of both worlds. So how about that? But for in the meantime, to strictly fit in with what I believe the canon continuity is, I'm going to, yeah, you'll see a canonized makeover. Take it easy, Junior. And yeah, we got some familiar faces here. We got Alex the Ghost. Hello, Alex. Darth Ma- Malins. I've never seen you before, but that's a cool name, man. And a cool profile picture, actually. He says, "Bro, you did amazing for making the Clone Wars cartoon with the Jedi Starfighter. I like it better than the original." Thank you so much, man. I had a few people help me with that, but it was Darth Porg who made that. And Darth Porg, if you're watching, please come back to us. I don't know where you've gone. I need your services. So yeah, Darth Porg made that Starfighter, and those are some of the ambitious changes. Captain Fordo, one of my patrons, says, "Hey, hello, my friend. How are you, Captain? Are you Captain Fordo, or are you Sergeant, or are you Commando? Those ranks keep changing according to Kenobi." Alex the Ghost says, "Are you aware that Anakin has two mini scars on the left side of his face? You can make one of you can. Ooh, this is a good point. You can make one of the stones Ventress hits him with those marks. That is actually a fantastic idea. Um, you know what? I'm not 100% sure I'll do it, just because it might be too distracting, and I don't think the 3D show bothered showcasing it. I could be wrong. If if the 3D show showcases it, I'll look into it. But if it doesn't, I might just save myself some money because the main thing is his eye scar. But that's actually a super idea. I'm going to make a note of that. Great suggestion, Alec goes. And you know what? In fact, I'm going to. I'll make sure to credit you as that idea because that's brilliant. Um, Clip Films Melbourne says Saw Gerrera's eye color when he was adapted into live action. He had some eye color changes in Clone Wars. It was blue years later to neutral African brown eyes in Rogue One. Yeah, something like that. So Saw Gerrera in the Clone Wars had was it blue? I thought it was green. I could be wrong. Let me have a look. Saw Gerrera Clone Wars. Have a look. Let me see. Oh, it was blue. Sorry, I turquoise. I'll say. I thought it was a green. Yeah, it's looking like a turquoise color to me. I'm gonna go turquoise. So yeah, Saw Gerrera in the Clone Wars has turquoise eyes, but in live action he has Forrest Whitaker has his natural brown eyes. So it's like what happened. But then in Rebels, they did a really cool compromise. They showed like from bright turquoise to like a darker green, so it's like the middle ground, and it's cool. It's like rather than just pretending it was one color or the other, they incorporated both, and that is like honestly one of my favorite things. Like that's my personal preference for Star Wars. When two actors play the same role, I like to see like a sort of transition, a middle ground. I think it's fantastic. Um, so yeah, I love, and that's one thing you will see in the micro series canon edit as well. Um, you're going to see like references to like actors who play the same role. So, for instance, D. Bradley Baker and Tamora Morrison both voiced clones. Am I going to do one or the other? Both. I'm doing both. I'm going to incorporate both. I'm going to scatter both voices throughout so that you accept that both of them are part of the canon. And also, I think it's about time they've shared the screen without it being like a jarring elephant in the room. So that's one thing to look forward to. That's like a headcanon thing that I'm putting in. A lot of people want me to make some new changes that aren't in canon or legends. Like they want me to paint the clones a particular color, and I'm like, I don't feel comfortable making a headcanon decision. I'd rather just play it safe and stick to what's in canon. But incorporating both clone voices to me, that's like the only thing I'm ever putting in that is headcanon. So yeah. Clips Films Millpoint says Saw suffered Imperial bioweapons, which may have caused his eye color change. That's a cool thing. Yeah, that's a cool headcanon, man. You know what? I'll accept that. I think war has taken its toll on his eye pupils. Um, so yeah, as far as the micro series go, I'm not too worried about the Brotherhood book, but I'm from that book. I'm going to incorporate what I can imagine we would see in another Tales of the Jedi, if that makes sense. Tales of the Jedi borrowed some of the bigger points from the Ahsoka novel, so I'm going to borrow from Brotherhood those same bigger points that we could see on screen in the future. So production's fine from my end. From my end, all I could do is fund people to make radical changes. AG, who was the first commenter of this live stream, he started working on the micro series project. He did some really cool, kick-ass effects to some of our droids. I won't share what yet, but they're visually appealing on screen. So there'll be some updates coming soon, definitely. I'm aiming to get all this stuff done quicker, but we'll see. But anyway, the main thing to take away is um, I don't think there's any new Lucasfilm material that I have to wait for before making a decision. I think Ahsoka is going to be the last. It's going to be the last thing that probably contains a Clone Wars era flashback. There is Tales of the Jedi 2 coming out, and I think the only thing from that might disrupt something is a potential where Dooku meets Ventress. I think we could potentially see that, but again, I'm not too worried about it. We'll see. Um, Alex to Go says, "Remember, I'll debate you on what's best. Don't forget that I've made you I've made you question some decisions. It completely depends on yeah, that's the thing. So a lot of people in my Discord have challenged me on like some creative decisions. They're like, please put this episode here, please color this, like they want me to make changes, right? And most of these are people who have funded the project. They say, look, I've paid this money. Please change this hairstyle or change this voice actor or whatever it is. And I've said, look, I appreciate your support, but you have to present a real compelling argument for me to change my mind. You can't just, because here's the thing: if everyone donates to my micro series thing and then just says do this, the whole thing's gonna become a mess. I can't please everyone. I've got to do what I personally feels right. But, and I've said this since day one, if you can make a compelling argument, if you could do a compelling argument, and it's enough for me to change my mind, then hey, I'm open to suggestions. So yeah, that's that. I don't mind debating. It's always good. Let's see. Anakin Skinwalker's here. Anakin Skinwalker helped me with a different micro project. So it's not the micro series edit, but it's a micro series related project on the side. So he helped me with a couple of things, so it's really good. Lazot T131 says, I hope you put some shock troopers in the Battle of Coruscant. You know what? It's funny you say that. I plan to. I don't, mini spoiler, but yeah, there are definitely going to be some shock troopers in the Battle of Coruscant. It makes no sense to not showcase any of these red clone troopers. But that's going to cost me a lot of money, because think about how many frames there are in the micro series full of white clone troopers that need a paint job. So if you wanna help me, with the micro series, let's see. You know what you could do? I have to word this very carefully legally. Guys, if you want to aid my channel in any of its edits, because I can't monetize, I can't ask for money for the particular micro series project. Wink, wink. But if you want to aid this channel in general, because it does cost me money to hire editors to from the more ambitious edits, there's my Ko-fi. If you want to buy me a coffee, so to speak, go for it. But yes, shock troopers, they're going to be very expensive, but yes, they will be the prime clones in the Battle of Coruscant. So yeah, very expensive. And here's the thing, I have to hire new people each time to do these things. So it costs money, but we will get there, guys. Shock troopers, yes. Alex to go says, remember my argument on why to have Anakin knighted after Yavin. Yes, so here's the thing. One of the radical changes that I'm debating having is I have to, according to canon, Anakin gets knighted, has an adventure on Cato Neimoidia before Christophsis. So it's like Anakin has to get knighted immediately. And a really good argument. I mean, here's the thing. First of all, it seems silly to knight him before his duel with Ventress on Yavin, because, hey, he deserves to be knighted after that. It makes way more sense. But one of the most compelling arguments that made me have to rethink is that Obi-Wan still treats him like a Padawan, and still like gives him that episode 2 argument of you're young one here. It's like, so that's like a compelling argument. So that really had to make me stop and rethink. It's in the air at the moment. I might be what I'm going to do is I'm going to I might just imply Cato Neimoidia happened off screen, and then it's up to you, the audience, to interpret whether that's a thing or not. But we'll see. Remember, guys. Anakin Skinwalker is going to visit his family in Serbia. Well, have a safe flight, my friend. Wishing you the best of luck. Enjoy. Thank you for tuning in. That's cool, man. Serbia. Can't say I've been. I'll have to Google, the best places to go in Serbia. If I ever visit Mr. Skinwalker, will you let me stay with you? Let's see. Clips Film Melbourne says, I wanted Cypher Diaz and Barriss Offee to have their own Tales of the Jedi episodes in season 2. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not sure that I would be surprised if Lucasfilm featured Dooku in any season 2 Tales of the Jedi, even though I just said it might be him meeting Ventress. And the reason why is because we had 3 episodes focusing on that. It just seems like it. I can imagine they don't want to be too Dooku heavy. And it would be insane to have Cypher Diaz without Dooku. We have a storm in Hong Kong. The airport shut down. Oh, that sucks, man. But hey, you gotta be careful. Gotta be safety first. Storms, man. So yeah, it would be cool actually. I think Cypher Diaz is a character we do need to see explored on screen. So I really do hope we see that. Yeah, I think that'd be great. In fact, yeah, Cypher Diaz should get a 3-story arc like Dooku did. It should show him and Dooku as Padawans. It should show Cypher commissioning the clones secretly. I don't know. Yeah, Barriss. Barriss, I don't think they would. Well, actually, they could do one episode. They could, yeah. Maybe they should do 3 episodes of how Barriss eventually fell. I know she gets her own sort of dark stories in Clone Wars, but yeah, the last episode could be her bombing the temple. So yeah, there's stuff like that. Let's see. Clips Films Melbourne says Phase 2 Fordo beats up some super battle droids. His back armor has stormtrooper patterns instead of clone trooper back armor pattern. I think Fordo actually is going to have 3. Fordo's going to have 3 designs in our micro series. For a couple of reasons. 1, to be more in keeping with canon, but 2, to sort of show the passage of time of each. So he gets 3 helmet designs within in the micro series. His original, a more familiar Clone Wars one, and one that incorporates his Siege of Coruscant one. So yeah, yeah, man. That's the thing. Another thing is I'm going to reference current canon whilst also keeping a lot of the legends if I can. So yeah, a lot of radical changes. So one of the first changes to the microseries in the canon version is the placement of episodes. What episode occurs where? Things get moved around. Some of the stuff that was in Volume 1 is getting pushed to appear in Volume 2. Let's see. Lazot put, I would like to see Dooku meeting Palpatine. If you're referring to Tales of the Jedi Season 2, I don't think we need that because we saw it in Season 1. If you're referring to the microseries edit, again, I don't think we need it just because Sidious's scenes are very brief and yeah, like what the main purpose of what I'm doing in the micro series is all I'm doing is I'm going to redress the Legends thing so we can keep it. So it in theory can fit in the current canon, right? That's the main goal. So I'm not too worried about creating entirely new episodes, for instance. I don't see the point. It's just about recycling and repurposing Legend stuff and bringing it back into canon, even if it's for the worst. And again, once the canon edit's done, I'll do like, for fun, I'll do like the best of both worlds and do like a, I'll just do a Star Wars story Clone Wars edit, and that will feature, um, the Legends material and the canon thing, and then everyone's happy. Everyone's happy. One, the Clone Wars episode should be Calamari making love. I mean, hanging out. Absolutely not. There is no way that would get past Disney's approval. Um, yeah, man. What's this? News just in. Unheard Princess Diana tapes revealed how she really felt. Yeah, that lady was. Yeah, I don't care what you say. That lady was assassinated. Our princess was killed. Um, let's see. Let's see. Oh, cool, cool. I've just received an email from somebody, an editor. This is nothing. This isn't anything to do with Star Wars. This is another edit project that I hope to one day do. I'm doing a so I'm doing Alfred Hitchcock did his number one film is Psycho, right? That's his masterpiece, and I'm doing a fan edit of the remake that was made, and a guy who did an amazing recreation of one of Hitchcock's scenes is going to help me out with another scene. So that's nice news. Um, let's see. Yeah, I'm very excited about that. Alex to go says, how come Anakin's robe? So why am I recoloring Anakin's robes? So, yes, one of my patrons, and here's the thing, guys. If you donate to the channel, I can't say donate to the actual project, but anyone who donates to the channel, um, anyone who donates to the channel, uh, gets to join our behind the scenes discussions, chit chats that we have usually every week. It's not always every week, but it's more or less every week. Um, where we watch the micro series and we toss around ideas, or I pitch ideas, and I get some. I can hear your feedback. And somebody suggested that I recolor Anakin's robes. And here's the thing: I was always going to recolor his leather robes from dark brown to a more black color, because that's how they appear in the live action. So why not? Let's give him that nice black sheen. And for the longest time, they were like, "Can you please make his other robes darker?" And I said, "Well, I don't think there's a need to." And again, this is my point. Those that donate, I'll hear your opinion, but you have to really sell it to me. You can't pay for an editing change. You have to really sell the point. And then finally, someone pointed out the obvious fact of, well, if I'm darkening his robes, that will have an impact on his surrounding colors. So, for instance, if I'm darkening his leather parts, that will make his original robes seem lighter than it was meant to be. And I was like, oh shit, that's actually really true. It does have an effect. So they won. So I'm darkening Anakin's robes, and you know what? I don't think it's just Anakin's robe. I'm gonna make some small color tweaks to the clone armor plates and Obi-Wan's robes. And the reason why is because I actually think it gives a really cool, grounded, kick-ass version, like appearance to the Clone Wars. So like it really makes colors pop. And also the main reason I'm gonna mess with clone armor colors is because in a 3D show, clone armor doesn't indicate rank anymore. What it really indicates is battalions or legions. So blue equals 501st, or orange is the 212th. But for the longest time before the 3D show, in Attack of the Clones, on the original Battlefront games, and Revenge of the Sith, um, and all these things. Clone colors represented rank, from sergeant to lieutenant to commander. So it was like 4 or 5 prime colors. You had red, blue, yellow, gold, white. And then in the Battlefront games, you had like green for the jet troopers. And slowly, as the war progresses, then you get these legions where it's like a different shade of blue or orange. So to keep things simple, I want to show how Volume 1 is the early part of the Clone Wars. I'm talking so early that we don't have 501st blues or 212 yellows. We have the 4 or 5 prime colours. So I'm making sure that when you see Fordo's red, that's not to be mistaken with like a battalion color. Or if you see the other blue clone troopers, that doesn't mean they're 501st. That means that it's their class. So yeah, a lot of color changes. Yes, but so Alex's follow-up is yeah, and by the way, Alex donated for Anakin's color correction, so thank you, Alex. That goes towards it, although I'm not sure it covers all of it. It's expensive, but hey, you've done a phenomenal job, my friend. Thank you so much for donating. I can't thank you enough. How goes the recoloring? You know what? This is a bit awkward. It's a bit slow because I had a guy who was coloring it. I had a guy who was recoloring Anakin, but whenever he exported it, it wasn't coming out in high quality. It was really coming out pixelated. So I've had to sort of pause with that guy, and I can't even remember who he is, but I've had to sort of freeze that. So I'm just looking for someone else to do it now, but it's still going to happen. Don't worry. So it will happen. And here's the thing. A lot of these, I've made sure now that I don't pay anyone until the work's complete, or until they just give me, unless they send me a section of it and I go, right, I'll pay for that. Because if I pay people in advance, I could never, it could take years for them to get back to me, and it's like money wasted. So I have to pay upon completion. I let them know that in advance. So don't worry, Anakin's getting painted, but I'm looking for someone else. I'm always looking for animators now. So it's in the works, my friend. But I promise you, it will get done. It's like one of the first things I'm getting sorted. Can you put Merrin in edit? Because Merrin is love. Merrin is life. I don't think so. Just because we never see Dathomir. We never see Dathomir in the Marcus series, and I don't think there's a need to show it, but we'll see. But we'll see. Clips Films Melbourne says the droid frigate in 2D only appeared in the short Forces in Destiny, Anakin, Ahsoka, and Padme short episode. That's interesting. Let me have a look at that. Let me have a look at that. Forces of Destiny. I'm going to put Padme. Droid. Unexpected Company. By the way, can I just say that the design on that, it's like a horrible cross between the Micro series and I guess Rebels or something. Let's see, where's this droid frigate? Oh, I know. Oh, those ships. I thought you meant those. I thought you meant those like donut ships. Yeah. I should. You know what? I'm gonna try and. I do think you do see them at the end in the Siege of Coruscant. I'm gonna see if I can incorporate them. That's a great idea. In fact, I wonder if I can recycle them from this. That's a really that is. I'm gonna see if I can recycle them from this. Who suggested that? Who suggested this? Was it Droid Frigate? Droid Frigate. Clips Films Melbourne. Yeah, that's a great. I'm gonna see if I can. That's a great suggestion, my friend. Great idea. Um, Lezot says, I think the first battles were shown on a Clone Wars video game. I think the first battles were shown on a Clone Wars video game. What? Really? I'll look into that as well. Yeah, I'll look into the. Yeah, that's the thing though. So the thing is, right, in current canon, there's no specific proof of what the first Clone Wars battle was after Geonosis. There's no actual definitive answer, but you know they imply here this and that, so we'll see. I'm trying to please everyone, but I can't lose sight of the fact that I'm trying to squeeze the micro series into the current canon. So that's what I got to do. It doesn't have to be logical. You don't need to be logical when you have Merrin. Merrin is love. Merrin is life. Crimson Moore says, I'd like Jetster to appear. You know what? I'm probably not. Ooh, oh my gosh. Dude, Crimson, I know you were joking. Well, half joking. You've given me a great idea. I wonder if I could incorporate him during the Siege of Coruscant. He could be one of the civilians. Oh, dude. We got to put Jetster in it. That's brilliant. We're doing that. Oh, man. We're full of ideas today. And what a popular night. It's so nice to have a busy it's so nice that we got so many people tuning in tonight. Welcome, guys. Welcome. And Androtron I can't pronounce your name. Sorry. Andy May. I'm going to call you Andy Main. Says, have you seen the channel Easy Henry and the ship designs? No, I have not. I'm gonna have a look. Let's have a look, guys. If you really want to see this micro series come closer, please consider supporting the channel. Ooh, E.C. Henry ship designs. You know what, Andy? That is a great. Thank you for showing me this channel. I'm definitely gonna check them out because this is great. Does he design the? Does he do the 3D models himself? That's a great suggestion. Oh no, Swamp Jar's finished. Why didn't you tell me? Here's a new one. I haven't even heard this one before. Swamp Jazz, man. Let me read these comments. The first Clone Wars battle was Battle for Merrin because she is the main prize. Alec the Ghost, you need to change your YouTube. You need to change your YouTube account picture to Merrin. You need to show that dedication. So as far as I can recall, I don't think anything on Brother. I'll have to re-listen to Brotherhood. I don't think anything's mentioned about the first follow-up battle. I don't think it is. So I'll have to double check. Luzot says, yeah, like the Battle of Thule or the Conquest of Raxus. I guess it was the campaign of Dark Reaper, something like that. I think you're talking about the first Clone Wars games. Yeah, I need to make a mental map of the Clone Wars battle. The first Clone Wars battle was the. Oh yeah, I've just read that comment. You don't need to pronounce it, lol. Will the Bad Batch appear? You know what? They may appear in an opening montage to one of the episodes to establish when the timeline we are. So I might show them. I might not. Here's the thing. There are so many Easter eggs and references I do want to put in this thing. But I've decided I'm only going to put Easter eggs and references if they fit the current narrative of the story. So, for instance, if I can't find a logical place to put Bad Batch, I'm not going to squeeze them in. I'm not going to force them in. There's no point. I'm only going to put them where they're needed. But we'll see. The Philadelphia Eagles, bros before hoes. Hey, there you go. Clips. It says off topic, but there was a rumor of Lego Star Wars 2024 set to clones versus droids. It's rumored the battle pack is going to have super battle droids. I thought Lego should do pinhole design for super battle droid arms. I'm not. I don't really know Lego too well. I don't really I don't really collect them or anything. I used to as a kid, but not anymore. So I have no opinion on it, to be honest, my friend. And legs in order, less cracking. And realizing I'd never seen super battle droids sit on chairs. Only B1 droids can sit. Yeah, that's true. Do you think the Zillo Beast eats Dr. Hemlock? Because I would like to see the Zillo Beast his rampage on Mount Tantis. That's cool. That's cool. The Zillo Beast is an interesting alien. I find it weird that that Palpatine wants to clone the Zillo Beast, implying that he wants it for its like anti-lightsaber protective armor. But it's like, why don't the stormtroopers ever get this armor? They can get stabbed or shot easily, you know. Devra Hassan, good to have you. You're just on time, my friend. Don't worry, my friend. We're just glad you're here. Now, guys, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and get a drink as well because talking takes a lot out of me. But could you do me a favor? Could you, no pressure, could you either think of a Clone Wars Canon Edition microseries edit question for me and write it in the thing? And could you either share this so people may donate, share this in any server, or think about donating yourselves, and you would if you donate to my channel, you get updated in the Discord and you get to hear these behind the scenes chats. Lozot says, will I add the Republic tank for the Battlefront 2? That's a possibility. That's actually a really good possibility. I'll think about that. What do you think about the Ahsoka show? I've been going on Rampage online, destroying people in debates like Anakin with the younglings. What do I think of the Ahsoka show? I think it's good. I think it's really good. I think some of the episodes were meant to be together, but they've kind of spliced them in half. But I'm enjoying it. I really am enjoying it. I think it's fantastic. I feel weird about Merrin being a Jedi, but we'll come to that in just a moment. That's a great question to leave on. I'll be right back. I'm going for a wee. Hang fire. Enjoy some music while I quickly go and hit the refresher. guys. Thank you for waiting. Let's see. Oh yeah, so I'm having cereal. I'm having what am I having? I'm having Special K. Special J gets Special K. Let's see. And all the questions about the Clone Wars micro series, and the answer is 0. No one has wrote a question in the time I left and the time I came back. Brilliant. We were talking about Ahsoka. One of the so Alex the Ghost just put that it's pretty solid and good, and he likes it a lot, and there's no real inconsistencies. You know what? I think within the show itself, if we're looking at this thing as a separate series, I think you're right. There is no inconsistencies or weird plot holes 3 episodes in. It's great. However, I find it, yeah. However, when we see the recreation of Rebels finale, that's an inconsistency within the on-screen canon universe, right? Because now Ahsoka doesn't have her white robes or the big pole, or and Sabine puts on her helmet. So it's kind of like this, and Tales of the Jedi is worrying me when it comes to a stable on-screen continuity. That's the one thing I've always been with the Clone Wars micro series canon edit. That's the one thing I wanted to do. I wanted it to fit the on-screen continuity, the on-screen canon. But yeah, as a show itself, there's no real inconsistencies. Alex also asks, what do I think of Sabine getting stabbed? Look, right, I gotta be honest with you. This is going to be really nitpicking, but Sabine getting stabbed wasn't enough to ruin the show for me or anything like that. Because we've seen characters get stabbed all the time. But I'm starting to and I get, obviously there's different placements in the body where so where Qui-Gon got stabbed was more central and there was no recovering from that. But he was a Jedi Master, and at the end of the day, having a plasma blade in your body is asking to die, I'm just saying. And yes, they probably got it to medical. I just think the more a show has the same people surviving similar circumstances, the more it gets confusing for, I don't know, I guess casual fans, or and it kind of just it nullifies or cheapens when characters get killed because of things like that. Like Han Solo gets stabbed and he dies. Qui-Gon gets stabbed and he dies. Starkiller gets stabbed and he survives because up until this point he's a dark side user, and dark side users typically rely on the dark side to keep themselves physically intact. I mean, look at Maul. He gets sliced in half and it's fine because that's part of his character, and he literally relies on hatred to survive. And it's the same with Anakin being burned. And yes, there's more Jedi being, but here's the thing, but with light side users being killed, like Sabine getting stabbed, Cal Kestis getting stabbed, thanks for reminding me actually, Alex. Yeah, with them getting stabbed and then surviving, it's poor, shouldn't a lightsaber stabbing be the end or be all? I don't know. Personally, I think they should just stop doing it, or show there's a clear difference between, how that show a normal person how they're surviving. I don't know. But
Yeah, it's a tricky. Yeah, I don't know. Star Wars Theory made a video. I haven't watched it, but the thumbnail did make me laugh. It says Qui-Gon Jinn has left the chat, and it's a picture of it has a picture of Qui-Gon wearing clown hair. Alex raises his point. He goes, the thing is, nobody's had a problem with Cal Kestis getting stabbed. Absolutely nobody. Yet a double standard appears when it's Sabine. Like, bro, I don't doubt that's the case, because the fandom is full of double standards. I mean, look at Rey. People treated her like shit, even though she did a lot of this in her first film. She did a lot of the stuff that Luke either did or was witness to. You know, so like. She wasn't leagues above Luke in the very first film, but everyone treated it like she was a Jedi Master in the first film. So yeah, I don't doubt that people are unfairly targeting Sabine. But if you want my personal opinion, I'm I can't even talk. I'm actually not a fan of Cal getting stabbed and surviving as well, because again, I think stabs should be more significant. But having said that, Cal is a Force sensitive who uses the Force. I think that gives you some leeway. Where Sabine, as much as the Force resides in everyone, I thought the whole point of Sabine is like she isn't remotely Force sensitive yet. She can't even move a cup, and that's fine. But I'm just saying that people might be comparing a Force sensitive to a non-Force sensitive at this point. But I don't know. But yeah, I can definitely imagine people targeting Sabine because she's a female. Definitely. True. Cal did actually get up. After it's a weird one. King5942. Good to see you, my friend. It's been a while. He asks, hey, do I have Monday off? If I do, can I do a live stream chat on Monday? I don't know is my honest answer. I don't know if I have Monday. Not I do supply work in schools, so I don't know if I'm going to be needed on Monday or Tuesday. That's the thing. If I'm in on Tuesday morning, I'm probably not going to do a live stream Monday. But we'll see. We will see. I hope everyone's having a blessed day. Excuse me. It's excuse me. It is September already. How has that happened, you know? How are we on September? This is insane. Oh man, I'm so hungry. What's everyone's weekend plans? Oh, that's cool. There's a new feature on my streaming thing where it lets me refresh the YouTube tab. Alex the Ghost says Rey sucks in The Force Awakens and I used to like it. Oh, dude, what's going on? You've betrayed Rey. You've betrayed her. September's here. I'm going to Fan X to talk to the trio of the Clone Wars show and tell Ashley about you. Oh, dude, that's cool. Yeah, send them a thing. You know, if you get a chance, if you get a chance to speak to Ashley, tell her I was the guy at the London XL Centre in the motion capture costume, because I got to speak to her for a little bit. I was lining up to meet C-3PO, Anthony Daniels, and she said, "Oh, I love your mocap costume," and I said, "Oh, thanks. I love your your hair," because she had the like the Leku stripes in her hair. Balon is the true Rey. Which one's Balon? Is that the guy in Is that the guy with the beard? Now the question is, guys, who is Marek? Who is this mysterious masked Inquisitor? That's what I want to know. Is he Starkiller? I hope he is. Vader's secret former apprentice against his former apprentice would be amazing. Balon, Balon, the guy, yeah, you know, he reminds me of a dark Obi-Wan. You know, it's like a character echoing another character. Marek is Plagueis. I'll tell you this much, right? Shut up, Maul. Okay, AG's right. Marek is Rey. It's clearly obvious that it's Rey because this is yeah, it's Rey. Marek is Merrin. Why not? Listen, Crimson. Marek is not Plague. Why would Darth Plagueis the Wise be such a weak lightsaber? You know, like a weak saber man. You know. You know who I think. You know who I would love Darth Plagueis to be. I would love Darth Plagueis to be. Who's the guy in Andor who recruits him? Who's the guy who recruits Andor? um, who has like a an ornament shop? You know, what's it called? Well, whoever that guy is, I would love it if he was Plagueis trying to rise. You know, like he forms a rebellion in his revenge against Sidious. I think that'd be a really interesting touch. That'd be really good. King 5942's weekend plans are seeing Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 and 2 double feature tomorrow at my local Cinemark Theatre. That is pretty cool, man. I love Harry Potter. I cannot emphasize enough how much I love Harry Potter. It's one of my favorite franchises ever. I was in Fantastic Beasts, not the film. I was on set. I was an extra, but they cut me, damn it. They cut me from the film. How unfair is that, dude? I told everyone I was in it, and then I wasn't in it. Shit. When Star Wars Stories forgot Star Wars character. Yeah, well, my name's not Star Wars Stories, is it? It's Star Wars Story singular, because I'm more interested in the story than its many, many, many characters. Ooh, Sunday I will see The Incredibles in theatres due to Disney's 100 years special engagement. And Monday I will see Jurassic Park in theatres for its 30th anniversary. That's cool. That's cool, man. Crimson Maul said he was planning to watch The Last Voyage of Demeter? I don't know what that is. And then he saw me go live. Well, you made the only logical choice you could, Crimson. Okay? You to be honest, you had no say in the matter. Okay? You're when I go live, you watch. So if you're expecting a thank you, you're not having one. Okay? When I go live, Crimson, it's mandatory. Okay? King5942 says, you and Fantastic Beast? Wow, I wonder if there's a lead scene for you. That would be hilarious if there was, but again, I just played a muggle, you know. I was in a big hall full of like hundreds of people in suits, in tuxedos, and I had to get my haircut for it, actually. They gave me a 1940s haircut, and it wasn't bad. Yeah, I was a nomage, as they called it. I'm trying to remember who Balin reminds me of from the Old Republic. Couldn't tell you. I know nothing about the Old Republic era. I'm like ignorant of that. Alex to go says, no, sorry, I just read that. King5942 says, plus, you didn't check out my second edit on Discord at the fan edit section. I forgot to tell you about the timer chat. I will check it out. I will, let's have a look. I barely go on my Discord unless it's movie night. So sorry. Let me see. Fan edit chats. Let's see. Was it oh, fan edits? Let's have a look. You'll have to send a reply to me, King5942, and I'll be able to find it easy. Alex says BRB. I did not give you permission to go, Alex. You can't do this. There'll be a mutiny on my hands. You have to ask. By the way, guys, if you want a moderator for Discord, Crimson Mall is offering his services to you everywhere. He'll work for free. He'll do a lousy job, but he has nothing going on. He wants to do as many people's servers as you could throw at him. So please, please bombard him and ask him to monetize. Monetize? Is that what I say? No. Not monetize. What's the word? Not monetize. It's like an admin word. Monitor? Is that what I say? Monitor, I guess? Yeah, monitor your Discord. Look at me. Look at me, Alex. I am the captain now. Oh, man. You know what? I got Anakin's lightsaber from Galaxy's Edge this year in January, and for months it's sort of been in its case, and I put it on my windowsill, but the case was so big and kind of childish and ugly, you know, like a big plastic box, and I was really starting to regret getting the lightsaber, but then it occurred to me, why didn't I? And I'm surprised I didn't do this in the first place. What what it was missing was a stand. I just had to get a lightsaber stand for the hilt, and now I've got it, and it's gorgeous, and it's just like it's just there, you know. Anakin's saber, or Luke's saber, or Rey's saber, depending which one. I've got it in my bedroom, man. Let's have a look. Okay, I'll check out after the stream. I'll check it out because if I play it, it's gonna interfere with the music. But thank you, King. I've got Anakin's weapon on a stand. I've got a glass lemon ornament finally, because I didn't. Again, it's been for months since April. It's been in this box and I've had nowhere to put it. But now. Now I've got an egg holder, like an egg ornament holder base for it, and basically I've got a lemon signed by Ian McDiarmid, the Emperor. I've got a lemon signed by him, and that is on display as well, so I'm very happy. Oh, King, I was going to read that then. I was going to read that. I wasn't going to shy away from that. What were you going to put? I promise, like, yeah. Well, no pressure. If you want to re-put your comment, you can. Alex to go says Merrin versus Ventress, who wins? That's a tricky one because whilst Ventress, well, actually, Ventress is probably the better saber duelist, but Merrin is more in touch with like the dark side magic, so I guess Merrin. Rey wins. Why not? I think Disney would always make Rey win. It doesn't matter who you put Rey against. Disney would write it so that Rey wins. Let's see. So King 5942's but I'm aware everyone hates woke content. But in order for a specific woman to be good woke, to be good, it has to be substantial. Could you elaborate, my friend? What do you mean by that? Could you break that down for me? Alex says, I don't know, bro. Merrin killed a Jedi Master using a dark side with the Force. That is true. That's true. Maybe it is Merrin. Alex says, funny enough, jokes aside, Rey's actually not that strong in canon. I disagree. And when I say this isn't me saying, oh, she's a fully developed, well-written character, so don't even get me started. I'm not saying that. What I am saying, though, is I think the purpose of her is to, like, they've written her as strong, even if they've written it poorly. For instance, look, when we saw Luke meditating and levitating in The Last Jedi, that's like a big deal for us because we've never seen him do that. And you think, wow, it's taken him most of his life to achieve this level of power and ability. He is floating, you know, he's floating. And then in the very next movie, Rey's doing it. She's floating like it's nothing. She's, you know, it's like she's done it. And then she defeats Palpatine. Who let's not forget, Palpatine at this point is like Mortis God's level of powerful, you know, like the amount of lightning he shoots. So there's that, and then also so I never play these games, but you get these Star Wars mobile games, right? And there was a game, I can't remember what it was called, but there's that game where like the characters battle other characters on mobile, and when they showed Rey's power and rank or whatever it is, it was actually higher than I think Luke's or Vader's even. I remember seeing it and thinking, okay, I see what Disney are doing. So, do I think she's like written as good? What are you talking about? What do you mean? All right, show me evidence, not opinions. Show me the evidence. Actually, you can't, can you? Because I'm doing a bloody live stream. Can you show me on Discord? Are you in my Discord? Oh no, you are, aren't you? No, but what am I talking about? You know what the problem is? Everyone's YouTube names are different to their Discord names, and I get confused because in Discord there isn't Alex the Ghost. There's someone else, and that's you. Damn it. Okay. And listen, if I'm wrong, if I'm wrong, I will concede. But I don't think I will be. I don't think I am. Because I am basing this on facts. Okay? I'm basing this on the Star Wars mobile game. I'm basing this on how overpowered they made Rey in the sequel trilogy. Not to mention the fact that she faces off against Kylo Ren. Oh, yes, there you are. That's you, yes. King5942 says, are you trying to work on the Star Wars 2000s DVD menus displaying through the little window? No. I can't say I am. Don't think so. Unless something's playing on my Discord without me realising. Hang on, let me check. Let's see. I love this music, man. No, nothing else is playing. . I need better music. Oh, what's it called? There we go. Yep, I don't want to get sued by Disney. Let's have this a bit. There you go. Right. Go on, GI. Show me your stuff. Because otherwise, I've got nothing. Yeah, I'm ready. Oh, sorry. Yes, I'm ready. Sever the evidence, boy. Yeah, go on. Send me the track then. Show me the track, Devon. Oh, what's this? Let's see. Where's this evidence? Devon, send me the track. Send me the track you would like me to play. Aha. Let's see. Fair enough. I'm waiting on everything from you guys. I'm waiting for this first piece of evidence from Alex the Ghost. I'm waiting for this music track from Devon Hassan. And Devon Hassan, by the way, he says, oh, did I see not a Wales version of The Rise of Skywalker? Nope, never heard of that guy. Let me give it a Google. But he also says, have I ever done a super chat before? So I've sent super chats before to Hello Greedo, but I'm unable to do them. I'm unable to do them on mine. I'm unable to do them on mine because I can't monetize my channel. They're only for people who monetize. You can do. Let me have a look. Rise of Skywalker. Is Norwale... Is that the guy from Prism? The Prism channel? There we go, 3 messages. Okay. So. Hang on. So, my argument was that Disney is definitely going to make Rey the most powerful character, right? That was my initial thought. But Alex the Ghost thinks that's not the case, and here's his evidence for that. He sent me an image saying this is from a Disney. This is from Disney published Star Wars head-to-head. This is specifically talking about. Let me turn this shit down. It's annoying me. This is actually it's fine. This is specifically talking about Kylo Ren versus Empire Strikes Back Luke Skywalker. Okay, so Kylo Ren versus Empire Strikes Back Luke Skywalker. Empire Strikes Back Luke versus Kylo Ren. Winner Kylo Ren. Although Luke defends himself with intense determination, Kylo's anger overpowers the young Jedi. Despite injuries, Kylo is willing to press his advantage and defeat his enemy. Both at full power, Kylo wins but is injured in the process. And that's only piece 1. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. Still want to know about the Rey stuff. Ooh. Alright. I never watched Doctor Who, but this ain't bad. Cool, man. Thank you for tuning in, King5942. Unfortunately, I can't play all of that because I'll get flagged for copyright in a matter of seconds. So, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if I get a cease and desist. But that's cool, man. I like that. I like that song. Kind of reminds me of my dad. That's the type of music my dad writes, you know. Meanwhile, by the way, yeah. So, Alex the Ghost also wants to add that Darth Vader holding back and nerfed due to conflict beat the F out of Luke, no difficulty, and was only tagged well after defeating him and then chopped his hand off. When this is okay, so apparently this is relevant to Rey because it's confirmed that both Kylo and Rey share the same power due to their Force connection, whatever it's called. Yeah, that dire stuff. Darkness rises and light to meet it. What's happening? But where? I'm still not seeing a compelling argument to why Disney hasn't quickly made Rey the strongest character. Okay, and in Rise of Skywalker, Kylo actually defeats Rey in a duel, but is distracted from Leia's death at the last second. I'm not sure if he does beat her. I'll have to rewatch that. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, I guess he does beat her. That is kind of weird that he just completely stopped mid-fight and is comfortable turning around. Okay, I'll give it that he beat her. The only reason Rey defeats Palpatine, it's revealed in the novel that Anakin, oh boy, Anakin possessed her with the rest of the Jedi behind him. So it's not even 1v1. Rey by herself is pretty meh. But by the way, I wanted to show you that they were talking about The Empire Strikes Back, though. I couldn't get that at the moment. Hey, it's cool. Okay, that's a compelling counter-argument. Okay, so Rey... yeah, Rey... Okay, so Rey was possessed at the end. Okay. That still doesn't change the fact that, that she learned to levitate at half Luke's age. In fact, more than half his age. But yeah, I see your point. Okay. Yeah, maybe you got a point. I don't know. Maybe Disney doesn't even know what to do with her anymore. Because that book would have come out after the film or before. I find it insane. Okay. Now that makes sense then. Okay. I was basing mine on the numbers that the mobile games gave him. But I don't know. I mean, yeah. What was I going to say? I concede though. I concede the Rey comment. Night Guy says, "What's new with the Clone Wars microseries project?" I tell you what's new. Droidicas now have shields. How'd you like that for starters? Droidicas have shields. And we've also potentially looked into adding glass domes for the underwater speeders. Because why would B1s be waterproof? Oh, Metallic Madness, good to see you. I would like to thank YouTube for notifying me that you went live. Not, oh, it did. It didn't notify. Well, you know what? I don't know what to say to that. Are you subscribed with the bell icon? Because you should, because that would help. That's what I need from you guys. Subscribe with the bell icon, and then you won't miss out my live streams and also my sexy thumbnails. Oh man. What else is new with the micro series? I've been in touch with somebody who sent me some General Grievous voice files that could potentially. They're not perfect, but it's like we're halfway. We're halfway to. We're halfway to getting Grievous's voice nailed. And we're working currently. We're working on the Sarge Ventress arena scene from start to finish. YouTube is broken. Then I don't know what to suggest, my friend. That sucks. Let's see. So in other words, Return of the Jedi Luke shits on Rey. You could say that Rey is above Grand Inquisitor, so that's it. Well, yeah, but the thing is, I'm not 100% convinced. Okay, if you really want to be honest, I think, and this is what I got some nice music for you. All right, yeah, send me a link. Send me a link. Listen, I'm not being funny. As far as the on-screen continuity dictates, I think they've lamely tried to say that Rey and Kylo, both of them, are stronger than the original Jedi and Sith. You want to know why I think that? Because why would the central characters of a new trilogy in the very last film be weaker than the original trilogy guys? That just seems like I don't know. Who cares? I don't know. There is no definitive answer. I mean, look, Samuel L. Jackson thinks that Mace Windu beat Palpatine in Return of the Jedi. And Ian McDiarmid thinks that Palpatine threw that fight deliberately and never lost. Both of them are right, both of them are wrong. Metallic Madness. Yeah, no, yeah, it's all good. It's a shame though. I hate when people miss out stuff. Rey is meh. I'd like to meet her though. She was at Star Wars Celebration, but I was stuck in a bloody panel that I missed Daisy Ridley. Which, by the way, can I just say that Daisy Ridley is a much better Star Wars character name than Rey. I'm Daisy Ridley. I'm Ridley Daisy. I'm Ridley Scott. I don't know. Let's see. Daisy Ridley's cool. Nice girl. Good actress. Ooh, episode 5 of Ahsoka is apparently 57 minutes long and it's directed by Dave, so it's going to be a good one. But I wonder what episode 4 is going to be like. I mean, I reckon episode 4 is going to be filler, I think. Just like 3 kind of was. I don't know. It was cool seeing... It was a cool episode. It had its moments. But, yeah. I don't know. Yes. Kyle's ability... Yes, okay, look, Rey's meh. Kylo, Vader... I don't know. I ain't bothered. Kylo straight up compares himself to Vader. Alright, fine, I'll read it. Bloody hell. Well, we go based on what we know, not what we think, as far as we know Rey's met. Actually, Kylo said he's afraid that he'll never become as strong as Vader after getting his helmet, because he has Kyle's ability to see into the Force when touching an object. And before it's revealed, Kylo was way confident that he would past Vader until then. Yep. Yep. Ooh, okay. Here we go. Let's just this music. Oh, there's a Star Wars. There's a Star Wars YouTuber that always plays this at the end. I think it's the Scoundrels Cantina. He always plays this at the end. I always wonder what this is from. You know what? I'll see if I can. I'll see if I can incorporate this in the micro series somewhere. Wouldn't that be cool? Nice little Easter egg. An audio Easter egg. Pretty cool though. Pretty cool. I'm gonna put on Kota 1 and 2 ambient music. Nah, to distract him. That's really cool though. I like that. Put that on a loop. Let's see. They released a still of Hera standing on the forest planet. That's apparently from episode 4. I think it'll be an important one. You're talking about Yavin 4, where the rebel base is. Although I wonder if that's still where it is now that A, the Empire found out where it was, but B, the Rebel Alliance is no longer needed because they have a new Republic. Interesting though. Hey, we saw Jason Solo, didn't we? And he has his green hair, which I thought they'd scrapped in the Lego Ahsoka toys. Scoundrels Cantina is kind of dumb, lol. I was trying to debate that goon. Low-key popping off. Well, that's the thing, you know, you debate people. It's always... Oh, my tummy rumbled then. If you debate people, yeah, it's always going to end... You know, I got into a petty debate with someone in a Star Wars video. No, so, like, I commented on a Star Wars video about I can't even remember what it was about. It was about like Darth. Anyway. It was on the YouTube, it was on a clip of when Yoda sees Darth Bane's false ghost in the Clone Wars, and my comment must have been one of the most top voted comments because everyone was replying to it, right? And there's this one guy going off at me, calling me dumb, calling me stupid, saying I was wrong in every turn and like just insulting me. So in order to one up him and to shift the argument, I went on his YouTube channel and I discovered that he had 2 subscribers and he had these videos of himself playing with trains or train sets, and they had like probably about 0 to 10 views between them. So in a absolute petty way to destroy this person, I changed my original comment on the video, the one that had load of thumbs up. I changed it to whatever his name. Let's call him Jack. I put Jack has 2 subscribers and plays with trains. Lol. And he was devastated. He was like, I can't believe you changed the and I can stop it. Yeah. And then I felt bad, and then I deleted it. Let's see. I guess a lot of people have problems with Cantina's thingy, but I have more problems with Scoundrel's Cantina than just their views on Star Wars. I kept trying to get him to stick to Star Wars clips because his other content is bad. Can I ask you something? Can I ask you something weird? Is Scoundrel's Cantina is that the channel where at the end this Indian dude talks about the video, or am I thinking of a different channel? There's a guy who was showing Tales of the Jedi clips, but then when it ends, it cuts to an Indian dude talking about what we just watched. I really want to find him, and I can't find him anywhere. I've lost him. I can't find him. Yeah. Good music, man. Joey Pecoraro. Wait, Pecoraro. Oh, Joey Pecoraro does good music. I need to find this Indian so I can subscribe to him. I love his little. I love his outros because what he says is fucking obvious. Like he talks about what we just saw. It's like we get. You know what I mean? He said something like, you see Dooku battling Yadon at the end. He goes, "Thank you for thank you for watching. We just seen obviously Palpatine as manipulate." And it's like we know, we just saw it. Metallic Madness. I am aware you meant a still from episode 4 of Ahsoka, but oh, hang on. Oh, sorry. I see. So it's not Yavin 4. Let me have a look then. Why not? Let's see. Ahsoka episode 4 stills. So look. I don't see it anywhere. I'll put Hera. I can't find it, man. I can't find it, dude, anywhere. Can you send it to me on Discord or somewhere? Ooh, this is interesting. Yeah, let's talk about other Star Wars channels. Ones that are exceedingly better than mine. And the first contender is someone says that Thor Skywalker is one of the best Star Wars channels in his opinion. I think I've seen his channel. I can't remember what it is though. Let me have a look. But that name does ring a bell. Thor Skywalker is the first thing that comes up. Bloody hell! Look how many subs he's got.
No, back in the day when we only had.
Oh, cool. Okay. It looks cool. Well, his channel looks cool, but I don't. Yeah. I think I'm not. Yeah, I'm not really into that many discussion channels. I don't really follow discussion ones. I like lengthy video essays, but I don't think I like weekly you know, like things. My attention span's too short for that. But you know, good on him. He look, you know, I like his thumbnails. Dude looks like he's got things organised, and he's got a load of subs. Good for him, man. Get him to give me a shout out. That's what I need. And he's got 1,300 videos. How many have I got? How many? I've got half of that. I've got 462 vids. Brilliant. Makes sense. I mainly don't agree with Thor Skywalker's Kenobi takes, but his actual discussions about what things mean in Star Wars are S tier and the best. My favourite videos of him are explaining what the Force actually means and stuff, and why. Yeah, and why Grey Jedi's a blech. Now this guy's piqued my interest. Okay, let me have a look. Oh, yeah, the thing's finished. Where's this from? It's not on Twitter anymore, though, is it? We call it X now. I don't see any stills on the official Ahsoka. What about Star Wars' Twitter? Natalie Portman, the Princess Leia. I can't find these stills, damn it. What does that do? Let's see. Well, anyway, what time is it? How long have I been doing this? 2 hours. I've just cleared 2 hours. I think that's pretty impressive. Well, my friends, listen, unless you got any last minute questions, statements, theories, or videos, then I'm gonna bounce. Let me have a look on Discord. So this looks like the same planet that they're already. Yeah, the planet with the holographic rocks. Yeah, the Stonehenge. Oh, we've spoken before as well. Although your name's not easy to say. Hey man, no, that's cool. I'm glad. Thank you for finally showing me that. Alex the Ghost says, "Man, I need my own Twi'lek. Listen here, Twi'leks are people, not property. Okay, you understand? Thank you, Metallic Madness. You're the MVP. Well, guys, it's been a real pleasure, but I am going to depart. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave things be. I'm going to flee. I hope you have a nice rest of the week. And this is getting dark. Which colour Twi'lek? Yeah, why not? What colour Twi'lek would you go for? That's a good question, actually. If you could, oh, this is gonna sound. This is gonna go into weird territory, right? If you could choose a Twi'lek color for your own personal Twi'lek, I don't know, slave. Oh, I can't even say this. Or I don't know. Yeah, my choices would be blue or green. I think pink is too similar to like human color. Like it defeats the point. You want a nice fun Twi'lek. I don't know. I think anywhere between green and blue, turquoise maybe. A nice vibrant color, not like purple or something. I just want like I don't know. I'm gonna type in Twilight colors now. I'm gonna see Twilight colors. Let me have a look at this. Oh, I've never played any of the Knights of the Old Republic games, but apparently you can pick your own Twilight colors, right? Your own Twilight skins. Oh, actually, no. I think there's only a certain selection. I don't know. But yeah, I'm definitely in the camp of either green or blue. Maybe green. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Well, actually, Masamida's blue and Hera's green. So somewhere right in the middle, turquoise. Next year, we've got Ayla Secura's blue. Purple. Like, have we seen a purple one before? Yeah, this is this artwork starting to get not safe for work. The red one I associate with Darth Talon easily. And that other one from the Knights of the Old Republic era. Oh, there you go. Yeah, someone's done a thing. Different colours. There's blue, turquoise, green, orange. Orange could be fun. Red, pink. Sort of cherry pink. Like I don't know. Yeah, maybe I should put a post. Choose your favourite colour and why. Are there black Twi'lek? Good question. I'm gonna have a look. Black Twi'lek. There is, but not what you'd think. One of the Inquisitors is in the comic book is like a jet black Twi'lek man. As for women, I think they go more of a grey colour. Still cool though. Hang on, I want to red. Right, hang on. Red Twi'lek in KOTOR because this is not Darth Talon. Yeah, right. She is Darth Atroxa. Now look, I'm not saying there can't be two Sith Twi'leks with the tattoos, but it's like, come on, they're very similar. Very similar. You don't want two primary characters looking exactly the same. Let me see. I'm going to put Darth Atroxa and Darth Talon there. Look, has someone done a comparison yet? I want to see if they look remotely different or if they're just carbon copies. Oh, by the way, Darth Atroxa is making a cameo in the microseries. So yeah, hopefully she'll be making a cameo. And I know what you're thinking. How is a Knights of the Old Republic person making a cameo? You will see. Iron Flame says hello there. Hello there, Iron Flame. Listen, I'm really sorry, Mr. Flame. I'm going soon. On account of I've been doing this for 2 hours. But good to see you, man. Hope you're keeping well. How goes it? I need to see someone do a breakdown of the differences between Darth Atroxa and Darth Talon. And also, if you could choose like which species in Star Wars to become a Sith and use I don't know. You know, the Darth Maul tattoos. Who would you want? Who would you want in the red and black tattoos as a Sith? Me, I'd love to see. What the fuck is this? Hang on. Hang on. How do you spell it? Let's see. Oh, where is it? Yeah, this we're gonna play. Alex the Ghost says, I've reformed. I no longer want a Twi'lek save. Who needs that when I have Merrin? Oh, give this Merrin shit a break. A droid with a Sith tattoo. That's cool. I like a Nemoidian as a Sith. That'd be interesting. Nemoidian Sith. That's what I'd like to see because they're so cowardly. I want to see them like oh no, there is one. There's an unidentified Nemoidian Sith. That's pretty cool. Would have been cool to see him with yellow eyes, but it's pretty cool. Whatever Sith species. I'm gonna put Jawa Sith. Problem is, you still can't see their face. Still cool though. If I put Tusken Sith, I know who's gonna come up. Yeah, it's gonna be Darth Krayt. It's not the same. Ewok Sith. That is pretty dark. That's pretty badass. AG really wants to see Rey turn into the dark side. You know what? Watch The Rise of Skywalker and watch that clip when she goes into the Death Star. That's the closest we're going to come, I'm afraid. Definitely. Jedi Ewok finally gets a Sith equivalent. Oh, Screen Rant made a thing about this, apparently. Ugh. Apparently there was some comic where an Ewok-like creature called Meriel protected the spark of the Eternal from the Sith attack, and that's weird. Oh shit. Guys, I've got a Lord of the Rings ring replica and I've got it trapped on my finger. Ah. One ring to rule them all. One ring to bind them. Ah, I got it off, thank God. I need to sell this ring. It's not the best replica. It's cool. It's a gold ring and it's got like scratches on it, but like the real ring wouldn't have this. Like, there's got to be better ones, you know. Story. Did you watch What If Star Wars The Force Awakens was awesome? No, I haven't. I should though, really. I'll give that a try. But I'm so behind on videos. Gungan Sith. Now that's a cool idea. Give that a look. Gungan Sith. Yeah, a lot of these are cool designs. There's one with like an ear chopped off. You know what a Gungan Sith needs though? It needs like a nose ring, like that bad Gungan has in the Clone Wars. Eesh. There's a green Gungan with an eye missing called Cleave. Ugh. He's a veteran of the Battle of Naboo who briefly served the Senator Jar Jar Binks. In 2 years before the Battle of Cleave was among the forces that attacked on Cloud City's mining thing. Cleve kidnapped Senator, blah blah. Oh, Cleve was confronted by Dark Lord of Sith Vader's secret apprentice Starkiller. Oh, Starkiller killed a Gungan. Ouch. This is horrible. This Gungan looks rotten. I don't know where you see Cleve. Did you know that in the Brotherhood novel there's a transgender clone trooper called Sister? True story. And I somehow forgot about it. Even though I've listened to the entirety of the book, it like slipped my mind. So yeah, the more you know. I think there's some videos on YouTube about it. But anyway. Whatever Sith. Gungan Sith. Someone did a reimagining of Jar Jar Binks and they got rid of like the poppy out eyes and he looks badass. Different Sith species. There's the Red Sith, who are like the pure-blooded ones. Oh, how about Sith Wookiee? Wow, someone's done like an albino Sith Wookiee. That's pretty cool. What other creatures? Oh, Sith Mon Cala. So they've done the villain ones, but oh, there you go, and the fish one. That's pretty cool. Someone said a Mon Calamari Sith. It's pretty cool. I wish we could have seen more Sith with the tattoos, rather than just Darth Maul. Who knows? Anyway, guys, I'm going to love you and leave you. This has been a real pleasure. Glad to be back. Hopefully by Christmas we'll have more information on the micro series, including a trailer. Hopefully. So we'll see. But I hope you all have a blessed day. You have a fun weekend, and you look after yourselves. Take it easy. May the Force be with you.